Well, hi everyone, Shaun Humphries here. Welcome to All Things Retirement. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about a really important strategy for getting ready for retirement. If you're within 5 years of retiring, I'd really recommend you consider this. And what is the strategy? The strategy is start practicing retirement. In other words, don't wait until you retire to begin living some of your retirement lifestyle. Begin integrating reflections and actual practice so you begin to understand what the retirement journey could look like for you. You'll learn a lot from that, and you might have to do some course correction or some pre-planning that's going to come out of your experience of practicing retirement. We'll go through some worksheets that we put together for you, and in the show notes there'll be a link to how you can get those worksheets so you can go through them on your own. So we'll give you some practical ideas in this video on how you can practice retirement. Now, if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss future content. As well, there is a link back to our website if you go to the show notes to find out how you can get a complimentary retirement forecast. So if you're within 5 years of retirement, you may want to consider that. It'll give you a chance to find out whether you're tracking in the right direction. And that forecast can also pinpoint planning opportunities that you could leverage off before you retire so you have peace of mind and confidence that you're tracking in the right direction. Okay, so the other day I was going through and just doing some research. This is an important topic we've built into some courses we've done in the past. And this particular article, why and how you should practice retirement. And what was interesting about this particular article was that there was two pieces. There was some practical applications, and I'll expand upon them with the worksheets that I'll review with you, but also some philosophical reflections. I think one of the points they made was part of practicing retirement is don't wait until you retire to do the things that you want to do. In other words, if there are things that you think you'll be doing when you retire, start doing them now. Start enjoying the fruits of retirement before you actually retire. So what does that look like? Are there hobbies you want to be engaged in? Are there relationships that you want to cultivate? Are there new places that you want to visit? Yes, you may do more of those things when you retire and have more flexibility in terms of time, but that doesn't mean you can't begin experiencing some of those things now. So take a look at your bucket list and begin to experiment and integrate some of those things into your regular planning. Now, what's interesting is you might find that some of the things you think you'd love to be able to do when you retire, when you actually sample them a little bit, you find out that they're not quite what you thought they would be. Well, that's a great thing to learn before you retire. So you don't wait, then try to integrate that, and then you find out it's not what you thought it would be, and it's a bit of a disappointment. That's one of the benefits of practicing retirement before you actually retire. And at the bottom of the article, there were some really good practical application ideas. So we'll just take a look at those right now. Here's an idea. Create a retirement day each week or month. Put it on your calendar. You're retired now. Remove as many obligations as possible. What will fill your free day? What are those activities you would like to be able to do? Take it to your journal. Here's your prompt. If I retired today, I would. What would it look like? Reflect on what that journey could be. And then that journaling and some practical idea making will manifest itself hopefully in some practical real-world actions you can take. Talk about it with your partner or friends. And so what do they think about when they think about retirement? What are their goals? How will they live out their retirement years? You can learn an awful lot from that. Okay, I'm going to take you to a few slides now. I'm going to look at a practical exercise you can go through to begin practicing your retirement. So when we look at retirement planning for individuals or families, we always go back to this chart. So retirement has, the financial impacts, the money stuff, but there's impact on relationships and sense of purpose, and health, and time. And so what we're going to talk about is time. So what I just said is consider practicing retirement and complete the scheduling exercise. So before I get into the scheduling exercise, a couple of things. So there's the day-to-day activities, but the other thing is I heard one client talk about this experience, and that was the idea of as you begin to take holidays, so you've got holiday time with your work, use some of that holiday time to practice retirement. In other words, what would it be like if you took a week off? You can do some staycation stuff. You can still make it fun and enjoyable, but use some time along the way. If you've got the next 5 years, you don't have to use all your holiday time for this, but over the next 5 years, book some time throughout the years where you are actually acting and moving through your day like you were retired. So just pretend I'm retired. So what does my day look like? I get up, I have my cup of coffee, maybe I read my paper, I go have some coffee with some of my buddies, maybe I go golfing, am I working part-time, maybe, maybe not, but actually go through the motions. And a lot of people learn a lot of things, and sometimes there are surprises. And so I'd really encourage you to give consideration to that idea. It may not be for a full week, maybe it's for a few days back to back, but act like you're retired. Okay, so this particular worksheet is pretty straightforward. Leisure time before and after retirement is a worksheet. And so what I'd like you to do is just take a look at how you organize your calendar from day to day in terms of your regular activities. And just fill that in. What's your typical day look like before you're retired? And what do you think your day is going to look like when you're post-retired? So this next schedule is going to show you what your schedule might look when you're retired. Now, what you're going to find when you go through this exercise is that your day is just by definition probably pretty full before retirement. There's a lot of things that pull on us that just grab our time and attention. And some of it's very intentional, but some of it's just obligations, commitments, work, family, volunteer work, board involvement, that kind of thing. So as you move into a retirement transition, there may be an intentional period where you don't want to overbook yourself. You want to decompress for a period of time. But once you get through that period of time, it's not uncommon for people to complain about loneliness, a lack of purpose, kind of an aimlessness. And it's because they didn't think about what their schedule should look like when they move into retirement mode. So this is a good exercise to go through. Envision what that day will be filled up with when you go through the retirement transition. And then what does your ideal week look like? So go through each day of the week and write down the key activities through morning, afternoon, and evening. I love this quote down here: your most valuable asset is time, not money. A rich life is about spending that time well. So again, as you envision what that ideal week is going to look like, it'll look obviously a lot different potentially than what your current week looks like. And then what planning activities do you need to be engaging in to get ready for that ideal week? So these worksheets have been linked to our website. In the show notes, you'll find a link back to our website where you can grab hold of the worksheets, and you might have a little bit of fun, maybe with your partner, if you have a partner, going through the exercise and dreaming and visioning a little bit about what your schedules will look like. Anyway, I hope that's helpful for you. A bit of a tip. Again, if you are not subscribed, please do that so that you can be alerted to future content that we're producing on a regular basis. And if you want to find out how to get a complimentary retirement forecast that will help you to identify maybe some weaknesses or planning opportunities, again, go to the show notes. It'll take you to a link that will take you to our homepage at our website that has more information about the complimentary forecast. Anyway, wishing you all the best in your retirement and overall wealth planning journey. You take care. Bye-bye.